We're going to have a go with the letter relay race game, which is one of the games that comes with the Mountbatten Tutor. One of the nice things about this game is that you don't actually need to know Braille entry to type in the Braille. You can use a regular QWERTY keyboard like this one here, which I've just got USB'd into the side port here, and that means that a mum, dad or a teacher aide or a sibling, they can be participating using the QWERTY keyboard whilst the blind user is using the 6-key entry on the Mountbatten Tutor keyboard. Or of course they could alternate, that the blind person could swap to the QWERTY keyboard if they're learning QWERTY as well. Great, so let's dive in. How do we go and start the game? Well, first of all, it has to be in the mode, the advanced mode, which is normally activated about a minute after you switch on the Mountbatten, and it will say advanced Mountbatten Tutor functions are available now. When I go into the menu, and I do that by pressing the command key in the middle of the dial here,
File, Menu,
I can then go down until I get to Game. So I'm going to press the down arrow key.
Display, Language, Page Format, for Common Translate, Keyboard, Emboss, Calendar, Games, Menu.
And I go into that menu by pressing the command key in the middle.
Games, Keymaster.
And the game I want is the letter relay race.
Letter relay race. How to play.
And we're just going to go straight in. We're going to start the game. So I'm going to go down.
Start game.
And
select number of players.
If I select 1, I'll be playing against the Mountbatten Tutor, which is quite fun for unattended play. But let's go and play with 2 people. So I'm going to go down to
1, 2.
2. Select that.
Enter name of player number 1 and confirm with enter key. Before continuing, check that paper is in the Mountbatten.
Alright, well I think that's all in place, so let's go for it. So this is the name of the blind player. So let's say they're Tom, and he's going to type in T-O-M, and then he's going to press enter.
Hi Tom. Enter name of player number 2 and confirm with enter key.
So Tom could enter the name player number 2, or player number 2 could enter their name, and they may choose to use the QWERTY keyboard to do that. So let's do that. We'll use the QWERTY keyboard. So Peter.
P-E-T-E-R.
But to enter it, I don't press enter on the keyboard. I press it on this keyboard, the Mountbatten Tutor keyboard.
Hi Peter. New line. Space.
So the Mountbatten Tutor is embossed on the line here, C-A-R, and of course the sighted person can see that also on the display. So feeling that there's an R there, so Tom's first word has got to start with R. So perhaps he'll do run.
R-U-N.
Checks it, yep, and then enter.
Run. Nice one. Turn with Peter. Space.
Now Peter, of course, needs to now think of a word starting with N, so let's do November.
N-O-V-E-M-B-E-R.
And I was using the QWERTY keyboard for that, and now I'm going to press enter on the keyboard here.
November. Hooray for you. Turn with Tom. Space.
So Tom might just want to check that this word ends in an R or another R. Okay, got to think of another word starting with R. How about roundabout?
R-O-U-N-D-A-B-O-U-T.
And enter.
Roundabout. 2 thumbs up. Turn with Peter. Space.
Okay, so I've got to think of a word starting with T. So again, I'll use the QWERTY keyboard to do this. How about then? T-A-H-E-N. And remember, once again, I need to press this enter key, not the enter key on the keyboard.
Then. Nice one. Space.
And in this case, Tom won with 130 points, and that's probably because Tom had a long word like roundabout. The shorter words get less points, and if you make misspellings, you'll get negative points as well. You may have noticed that as I was typing, I was only using grade 1 for this game. I can't use grade 2 for this game at the moment. But grade 1, and on both the, of course, the Mountbatten keyboard, and of course it is always grade 1 on the QWERTY keyboard. So that's the letter relay race game. It's one of a couple of games on the Mountbatten Tutor, and there will be many more added over time.